any problems, anytime I was feeling down, anytime I was facing real life, instead of, taking life, I would always fall back into vices, whether that was drinking, whether that was smoking. You really have to understand that, you're killing yourself, right? Your brain can't handle it, your body can't handle it. And I give you guys an example, anytime I'm weed or anytime I'm off the fucking liquor, my brain feels different, right? My head feels heavy. I can't think. What's good, family? K-Mo's Fit Channel. We got another video on the channel. Got the physique showing. Currently, I'm recording this video. It is Wednesday, May 13th. And I want to get another video up for you guys, man, because this is something that's near and dear to me, right? Something that a lot of you guys might be struggling with as well, and that's drugs and alcohol, right? So whatever your vices might be, right? My main vice was alcohol as well as marijuana, right? These are two things that have been taking over my life. I think I've been smoking since I've been 14 years old, and I've been drinking since I've been 16 years old.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Right. So those vices are a part of my life. And I want to talk to you guys about losing yourself, losing your life, becoming a different person on those vices, right? Because you're not you. So the real cost of drug and alcohol, right? Now, first things first, guys, when it comes to drugs, alcohol, pills, any of those things, you have to realize that you're fucking killing yourself.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Now, from a study from the World Health Organization says that 3 million people die annually from drug and alcohol related diseases, right? Or sicknesses or whatever. And that's crazy, right? You got to think about in the United States itself, I'm not sure how many people it is, right? But it's millions and millions. So you got to think about 3 million of those people are dying every single day because of their choice to do drugs and alcohol. And I'll be damned if you be one of those, and I'll be damned if I be one of those people, right? So you guys really have to understand that, you're killing yourself, right? Your brain can't handle it. Your body can't handle it. And I give you guys an example, anytime I'm weed or anytime I'm off the fucking liquor, my brain feels different, right? My head feels heavy. I can't think regularly. I can't think as fast, right? I even have some different thoughts inside of my head.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's what some of you guys don't know. Some of these substances, they have chemicals and compounds inside of them that allow for you to be opened up, right? You to be opened up to different thoughts, you to be opened up to different feelings, emotions, different energies, right? Because it's changing receptors in your brain, it's changing things inside of your body. So you guys have to be aware of that, and you have to stop fucking doing it, right? It's not worth it. You're gonna kill yourself, and you're not gonna be here for your family. You're not gonna be here for your kids. You're not gonna be able to do all of the things that you set out to do. Because I know if you guys are on this channel, you have standards for your life, right? Whether that's weight loss, whether that's, addiction recovery, whatever it might be, you guys can get there, but you're hindering yourself by falling into these vices and doing any drugs or any alcohol, right? And like I mentioned earlier, my biggest struggle was the weed, right? Because that's something I'm still struggling with. And the alcohol. As of this video, I'm about 29 days sober from alcohol. And I tell you guys, I feel the best I have felt in years, right? Months, ages, days, right? And the difference is really night and day, because remember, like I mentioned, at the age of 16, in high school, just kind of dabbling, right? Because I always looked like a grown ass man, had a beard, was doing my thing. So I was able to get liquor. I was able to get, blunts and whatever you might call it, to be able to get into these vices. So that's why I was able to get into them so early. I wanted to try it and see. So I remember my first time ever drinking, man, we had the Svedka, right? I don't know if you guys know that, but I think that's like vodka or some shit. We had the Svedka.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
We went over to the block, man, and we always getting drunk. Man, I was so fucking drunk. I was throwing up everywhere, fucking doing push-ups in the street, just doing all type of dumb shit that could have got me killed then, right? And then when I got home, my moms knew something was off. She probably could smell the liquor on my breath, but I was sick and throwing up and couldn't live my life, right? And that's what started a downward spiral, you know? Anytime, any problems, anytime I was feeling down, anytime I was facing real life, instead of, you know, taking life, I would always fall back into vices, whether that was drinking, whether that was smoking.
Oh, hell no!
And the drinking was the heaviest piece because smoking can be tested for, right? Jobs, any other thing, they're going to test you. Drinking, you don't have to worry about that, right? Like I was in the military, like I was a correctional officer. I could drink all day, every day when I'm off, right? And they wouldn't know unless I showed up to work drunk or unless I'm hungover or something like that. That's why I think drinking really took over my life, because it was so accessible, right? And then also I can live a normal life while also being addicted to this substance. Now, when it came to marijuana, like I said, I tried that probably at 14 in high school as well, and that was just something that we were all doing. Now the weed then was a little bit different than this weed now, this medicinal. It wasn't that strong, but at the same time, you know, it was affecting my brain, right? I wasn't able to focus in school. I wasn't able to, you know, remember things. I was just a shell of myself, right? And I think back to today, as I, you know, use these substances, not really alcohol anymore, right? Because I've been on a journey for about 8 months now where I've taken long spans away from it, but I've also relapsed in that journey, right? So the longest I've went without alcohol was about 47 days.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
Which is an accomplishment for me. Like I said, this has been a part of my life. I'm 32 as of recording this video since I was 16 years old, right? So you gotta think that's half of my life I've been on this substance. So, you know, getting off of it and getting my body used to not being on it is something that I really have to work on. And that's something I have to be very intentional about. And I wanted to share those stories with you guys because I know a lot of you guys are struggling with these things. And as I'm on my journey to losing 100 pounds, as I'm on my journey to becoming the best version of myself, as I'm shifting into this new identity, this new me, right? Shifting into that him, I got to be aware, right? And awareness is a huge piece, because if you guys aren't aware of the things that are not getting you towards the standards that you have for yourself, then you're able to change that, right? And you're able to actually sit down, make a list of things that you need to get done every single day that's going to get you the results that you want out of life, right? Because everything you've done up to this point in your life has been a direct result of your actions, right? The things that you've done or the things that you haven't done are a direct result of you, right? Of your choices. So you guys have to start making better choices. You have to take the correct actions towards the things that you want out of life, right?
That boy is good.
And that starts with awareness, guys. But back to drugs and alcohol, you know, this is a huge thing, because nowadays, you know, especially with social media and, you know, so much technology, you pretty much see people turning up every day, right? They make these things seem normal for you to be drunk as fuck, to be high as fuck, to be off pills, to be outside of yourself. They make that shit look so normal now that people feel obligated to do it, right? It looks fun.
he ain't lying.
But at the end of the day, you're killing yourself. You're killing your brain, you're killing your body, and you're killing everything around you. You're killing your dreams and goals. You're killing your standards for life. Now, some people can do it and be functioning and still be successful, right? But my version of success is being the purest form of myself, right? And I can't be the purest form of myself if I'm fucking drugs, if I'm fucking drunk, if I'm doing all the things that are making me worse, right? Then I can't be at my best. And you guys have to realize that, right? And it's so easy to get caught up in the noise, right? It's so easy to get caught up in the noise. And that's why I want to encourage you guys with these videos and sharing my journey and my struggles, because I'm just a regular dude, right? Grew up to a single mom on the west side of Chicago, and I had to become aware in life because I was just going through the motions, listening to my mom, but she never was a big black 6'2" man in this world. She don't know how that is. She don't know how it is to live my life every single day. She didn't go through the experiences that I went through, right? So she couldn't sympathize, right? She didn't know. And the same thing with you guys. Nobody understands your situation like you. So what you guys have to do is be very strategic about the results that you want out of your life. right? So that means coming up with all of the standards that you want out of life. I'll give you an example. One of my standards is to become 198 pounds, coming from 308 pounds, right? Now that's a standard. And now I have to do daily task lists that are aligned with my standard that's going to get me there faster, right? So what do I have to do every single day? What's a part of that daily task list? Those non-negotiables. That's tracking my food, right? That's actually hitting my macros. Once I track them, I actually hit them, right? Don't go over them. That's going to the gym. That's going for a walk. As you can see, I'm in the park right now, guys. I just went for a walk, just got my 15K steps in. That's 7 miles walking. Some of you guys like, whoa, he doing too much. You ain't got to do all that. But I got standards in life. And if you guys don't push yourself to become the best version of yourself, then you're losing, right? You're wasting away your life, because becoming the worst version of yourself is easy to do. That's what this world wants you to do. They want you to be under substance, right? They want you to be scrolling social media. They want you to be depressed and anxious. They want you to do all of these things so they can medicate you and so they can make money off of you. But that's making you become the worst version of yourself, right? So when you're becoming the worst version of yourself on these substances like me, that's how I was able to get so fucking fat and out of shape. Talking about being 300 pounds at 6'2", my fucking knees hurting, my back hurting, everything's fucking hurting, but I'm still drinking, I'm still smoking, still eating fucking Wingstop, still eating fucking cookies and cakes and Oreos and all that bullshit. And I wasn't making the change, and I was just getting fatter and fatter and wasting my fucking life away. But one day I had to wake up, right? And that day came really when my son got to living with me, because, you know, with me being a part-time dad, right, air quotes, but going to visit him, having visitation, and it wasn't an everyday thing, right? So he couldn't hold me accountable as if he had been holding me accountable, right? Daddy, you getting fat. Daddy, I don't see you a six-pack. Oh, daddy, you can't even run in the park. Oh, daddy, you can't even play tag with me, right? All the things that might seem minor and minute, but these are huge things to kids, right? They cherish those moments when they're young. I can't get back when he's 14 and, you know, I was fat as fuck all of his youth, and now he become a teenager and I decide to change my life. And it's like, oh, well, now I can do those things. It might be too late then, right? So I had to make a change. I had to make the decision to become the best version of myself right now so he can see that, right? And he's seen me every single day losing the weight. I'm down over 70 pounds at the current recording of this video, guys. And it just feels so good. It feels good to continue to be the best version of you. Now, some of you might not know how that feels because you've been the worst version of yourself for so long, but I guarantee you, right? It all starts one day at a time. There's going to be hard times. You guys are going to slip up. You're going to fail, but make sure you stack good days, right? And you get rid of that old you, that bullshit you, that high you, that drunk you, that pillhead you. Get rid of that shit for good, for once and for all. But I want to make this video real quick, guys, while I got me some sun, getting out here. You see the physique, K-Mo's Fit channel. Make sure you guys, if you have any questions, need any coaching or anything, make sure you guys hit me up on Instagram at K-Mo's Fit. That's KMOSFIT on Instagram. And I'll see you guys in the next one.